Well, hello, hello. Welcome back to the forest. Gloomy and moonlit. A sign of things to come? Certainly not. Certainly not. Why would you say that? I believe that we are on episode 3, having completed episodes 1 and 2. Sequential order. It's been a very long day. I'm sorry. I'll try to increase the wit factor of the commentary as we go into the game. This is just the menu screen of the wit. Let's go. Let's try to dance around copyright strikes.
I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose.
Randolph.
Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose.
Barry.
Sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
It's me.
The writer,
Famous
huh?
author
I heard
Alan
on
Wake.
the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you.
Hello, hello. So
That
nice to
Rose
see you
is a
there.
nice girl. Always pays her rent on
Mooning
time.
me with quite
As I
an
was saying,
energetic
Al,
beverage.
I found all sorts of weird
I appreciate
stuff from
that.
the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances,
No offense, Randolph. I'd rather walk with my friend Barry.
urban legends come true, and get this. Most of this stuff
Not really how
takes
the
place
pathing
around
AI
Cauldron
works, though.
Lake.
So, okay.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him
Somebody's
out to be
chopping.
a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of
Is that you?
searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was
Is that you,
heavily into diving,
Chopin?
so much so that the place came to be
Barry,
called
why are you
Diver's
following
Eye.
me? Oh, that's
The
creepy.
volcano under the lake erupted in
Do you have a
1970,
thing for
and
me,
Zane went
Barry?
down with the island.
Beyond your
Yeah, how
15%.
about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a
Why do I not
tornado to
believe
do
you?
something like that. We're damn
I think
lucky
you
it didn't
crashed
crush
this
any of the
boat
trailers.
in a drunken stupor. Could I accuse you of that without us breaking our tenuous relationship? I guess not. He's not speaking to me anymore. What do we got here? Rabbit food. What's that? Oh, different kinds of salads. Special plates include Granny
Come on,
Claus
mister. I'll
clam
take you to Rose's
chowder.
trailer.
Very moderate prices. I'm Wake. I'm Wake or Zane? Or am I? Certainly not a meal. How dare you? Good evening. So nice to see you guys there.
It gets better. A local girl.
So sorry to be scratching at you
drowned in
so
Cauldron
deeply
Lake
with my throat.
just a week earlier. They were lovers.
As I said, it's been a
Jagger's
long
local
day.
food store. The Scratchin' Hat.
And I've died
Come story in
twice
the dark.
already, so
Garbage stuff like that.
various
Anyway,
fictional
Al,
worlds.
I'm just getting to the best part.
You'll have to pardon
All
me.
of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy
person of
bad
interest.
lady you met.
What? The lamp lady?
It's more of
She
a
can be a little loopy,
lantern,
but she's
yeah.
not homeless or anything.
Yeah.
She didn't
anyway,
have a bag,
she knew
Barry.
both Jagger and Zane
That's
before
not
they
her
were married,
bag,
and
Barry.
She had some kind of a breakdown.
You're gonna stand there forever, aren't you? This is what it's come to. You have become so codependent with me, Barry, that you
Just
won't
follow
even
me.
take a step
It's not
of your
far.
own free will. All right, Randolph, I'll lead the way since Barry's physically incapable of doing it himself. I'll have to work on that. Get you some confidence. You could lead us, Barry. I believe in you.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with
Thank you.
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
You say that, but Alan has a tendency to fly off the handle. I'm going to be honest with you, Randolph. I might be here to just, yell at her because he tends to do that. Alan's very... what's the word? We'll figure it out later. Thank you, Randolph. I appreciate ya. And your pants. Goodbye for now. Hey, Rose. Missed you. Let's get it over with. It's too
Welcome
squeaky. I'm gonna have to move it.
to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you
You,
have my
you
manuscript?
okay there, Rose?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please,
Could I
come
perhaps
in.
interest you in some smelling salts? They're quite fresh.
Hey, this is
You have
really
my
good.
assurance.
Rose,
Yes,
That's all
my
the poison.
manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need.
Oh, hello
Years
there.
to
I love my
inspire you.
voice.
Oh,
That's
for
taking
Barry.
things a little far.
She doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
I'm blushing.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh,
very
what's-
kind of you. Welcome, welcome.
Barry!
Ah, it was the
What?
poison. Oh no. Can I shake Barry awake before the poison overtakes me? Is that how coffee works? Oh, it's everywhere now. Part of me's really disappointed. I know it's poisoned, but I'm still disappointed.
It's coming for
I
you.
don't blame you for this,
Hiding in my
Rose.
barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights
It's
on.
anything but the coffee.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife.
Didn't you just
What you started.
tickle tickle?
I insist.
You must turn the lights on.
I'll try, but I'm
Back to work, boy.
What a fantastic game this is. What a pleasure it is to be playing it. Alright, so it's dark now. We've
Felt
lost a
nauseous,
significant amount of
hungover.
time.
Only anger kept me going.
We seem to have arrived at the trailer park.
But it seems I have an imaginary
Mid-morning?
editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting.
A poet.
It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
What else did you write? Could you give me a quick synopsis? Because I only found like 30 pages so far, and frankly, it's a little confusing. I'd love
Rose
just
took a day
if
from
you
me.
could drop
I
the
had
table
less
of
than 12
contents.
hours left to meet the
Is that
kidnapper.
possible?
All I could do was get Barry into the car,
Barry,
work
that doesn't
something
look
out
very
once I
comfortable.
got on the road.
Oh, hey, Rose. You look traumatized. I'm sorry about that. This will all be over soon. I'll just go figure out what in
Welcome
the
to
hell
the
is
Oh Dear
happening real
Diner.
quick.
What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up
no,
my
you
tape
just
for
rest,
Rose.
Rose. You've done
Something
enough.
had used her to get
I've
to
had
me
my fill of
and
your
left its
coffee,
mark.
thank you.
First
Barry, could I just
refill is
push you
free.
gently back
Milk and sugar
into a
on the
more
counter
human...
there. Would
Just
you like
push.
to hear today's specials? Thank you.
Maybe later,
Have a nice
Rose. I mean,
day.
you're very
Come
professional.
back soon.
Barry was out
Oh,
of it.
thank you,
It
I
was
will.
way too heavy to carry.
Oh, that's a dig at Barry. He's not even awake to defend himself.
Right.
Come on.
I deserve more money.
Well, he can kind of defend
So
himself.
handsome.
Dream-like stupor. And you are handsome, Barry. Let's feed into his dream. You beautiful man, you. Look at all of your riches and wealth. All right, you enjoy that dream, Barry. Goodbye for now. Oh, it's so dark, though. Could I maybe just... do you have a candelabra I could hold in front of me?
My gun and flashlight were
This is
gone.
such a
I'd have to
lovely
find a
new
way to get Barry
nighttime
into the car as
glow it
quickly as
has to it.
possible. There was
What did we find? Randolph called the popo on me. I didn't
Mr.
think he was
Randolph
such a
Rose.
narc.
That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't
It's
anyone's
commendable.
business what she did in her trailer.
Appreciate that about
They're
Rose.
strangers. The writer and his smart-ass sidekick looked like trouble, and they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh, that's completely understandable. Narc away, Randolph. We're acting quite suspicious.
waste.
All right. Back to acting suspicious. I didn't think I fully completed that word, but we'll just move past it. All right, so boat is in the way. Probably have to go around. I am unarmed, and I do not have a flashlight. I do have a small wheelie wagon that I could take advantage of. That might scare away the darkness as I pedal myself with one foot onward, ever onward, through the gravel. Slow progress, but we'd make it eventually.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you,
Check in on the
weather's getting
news.
heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather
Tell me
takes
about
a
it.
turn like this, I
Your
can't
mattress
think
is
at all.
so lumpy.
Tangled bed sheets
What?
and dark thoughts, punctuated by the
see?
occasional plunge into nightmare.
He knows.
Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been
Sound like you've imbibed a bit, Walt.
trying to make sense of it all, but,
Oh, you haven't been. Never mind. I'm sorry I accused you.
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny.
Where is Danny now?
And, then I got
Do you smell Danny's blood on you? Have you... Walt,
well,
I heard something like that, Walt.
yeah. Well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me bail today. And now I'm just alone
we'll
here.
figure out this camera angle eventually.
Man, and there's something in the air.
Not today.
Man.
Not today.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen.
Got that sick little tummy feeling, don't you, Walt? Tell me about it.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
I think that'd be for the best, yes. Let's move on. Run away from the copyrighted music, the most terrifying terror of them all. Okay, we have to go back towards the copyrighted music, though. That's... Oh, man. You can't even read the subtitles. I'm sorry, I'll get you a picture book. We'll catch you up. It's fine. You can't even hear this. Did they remove the menu? Oh, no, it's just dark. It's just very dark there. I see. I thought maybe they completely removed it, and we missed our one chance for Granny Claus whatchamacallits. I don't even know whatchamacallits. Any more thermoses? Yeah, there's a thermos. How do I get back there? Alan, you're a smart cookie. Do you have any ideas? Yeah, you just walk to the place where it's easy to get in. Smart. That's that New York sensibility kicking in. That big vocabulary leading us through the night. Who else has coffee for me? Clearly I need it. I need all of the coffee I can consume to fight the terrible, terrible darkness.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Hey, Randall. Why? What do you mean? From behind?
God knows what you
Where
did
am I
with
gonna
that
get it,
poor girl.
Randolph?
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI.
She's fine. She's
Get him up,
Barry's.
Hemingway. You're under arrest.
Admittedly, he doesn't smell
Move a
great,
muscle out
but it's
on
not
the
like
right
he's a
goddamn
biohazard.
fist. Stay right where
He
you
seems
are,
a little
Hemingway.
bit of an overreaction, really. That is remarkably close to my First Amendment protected buttmeats, sir.
What are? I'm
I
standing
suggest
right here,
that you read the
goddamn
Constitution. You should find something interesting
I
about my
hated leaving
buttmeats in
Barry
there.
behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the
And the
kidnapper.
lengths to which you're able to go legally. Alright, let's start running. We'll just follow this path, I guess, because I'm not going the way of the megaphones back there. wish you had more stamina. Goodness, could you have gotten on the treadmill once or twice while you're living in New York? Did it have to be writing every day? A balanced schedule is what life is all about, Alan. You might look into it if we survive this. Please don't shoot at me from that bridge. I'm very old and slow. Oh, you didn't see me. Definitely don't try running to the other side of the bridge now. You won't find me there. Ah, he's way ahead of me. You can't fool this guy. He's got all the tricks. I'm so tired and out of breath. I'm trying to restore it, but oh. No! I believe you'll have to reference the Constitution, sir. That was surprising. It really jolted me awake, even better than a thermos. Just a thick caliber bullet lodged between... Well, you know. I don't have to go any further in this explanation. I don't have to nickname them. Come on.
He's gone. Come on, guys.
Just gonna let my from behind comment slide. Good. Thank you for that. There's always time for manuscript pages.
For decades,
What does it say?
the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place.
Why am I
that was
doing a
its home.
pirate face?
It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
That's me. I'm the rider on the ferry. Alright, run again. Use your thighs, pump them. Don't make me tell you again. It's very uncomfortable for me to use this sort of language. This way. Glad I wasn't driving. No time to stop and think about it. Bless my lucky stars, but we'll keep running while we bless them. Oh, okay. That's nice. Still no ammo or guns. Well, okay. I'll take that as a sign that I'm protected by plot armor. And move ahead. You guys blowing off like firecrackers and stuff without me? I mean, that's pretty low. To specifically exclude just me from the firecracker play. That's hurtful. Okay, well, they're dying. I guess it's pretty kind of them to have excluded me from that. It's not the place to be standing. Oh God, not Andy. Is Andy okay? Somebody poke Andy.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
And I did not know yet if I was perhaps both. Oh, that's deep, Alan. That's deep. I'm gonna put that in one of your novels. Later, after we survive this. Don't put away your notepad. Stop it. They brought out the big guns. Ah!
You on the ground.
I'll hide here.
Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run.
No?
Freeze!
There is. It's just that way. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it now. Oh, thanks for those birds. That's very nice of you. Darkness can be sweet. Oh, it's killed some people. Probably shouldn't have been complimenting it at exactly that moment. Oh no, guys, no, pull up. Pull up at the last second. It's gonna be fine. Oh, that didn't look fine. That looked remarkably high-definitionally not fine. There's probably a correct way of saying that, but... Alright, what do we got? We got a stump. Oh, we're gonna have to MacGyver this together. We got a barrel. It's barrel stump hang glider time. That's how we'll get out the prisoner of war. There's that crashed helicopter. Toggle the zoom, do. Don't make me ask you again. They could have walked away from that. I mean, I see some rendered area there for walking that they might have been able to use. We'll assume everything's fine. Lovely taste. Lovely taste in coffee, at least. What do you have for me?
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here.
Yes, this is Mulligan.
We got both Wheeler and Rose.
Thornton here.
They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead,
No, he's not
Mulligan,
quite
over.
as old-timey as I was
We got
hoping.
Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that
Oh, he just
fed
had some
a
drugs.
pretty
It's fine.
distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over.
Agent
I don't have anything on
Nightingale.
that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Drinking on the
Well,
job.
whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better
She
get
keeps
them here
talking
quick.
about something's gonna take over the world. K-pop.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Bye, Mulligan. It was nice to speak with you, even briefly. Alright, we're all hyped up on stolen coffee. Let's see what the other telescope has for us.
I could
Binoculars?
see the lights of the radio
Motorized?
station in the distance.
Goggles? I don't know the right word. It's blinking a secret message. Allow me to decode it now. It says, "Oh, that's not very nice. Never mind. I can't without violating." Oh. I'm not gonna look at radio towers anymore. I'm traumatized now. Alright, we going this way? Squeaky Gate says yes. What about that
I
tone?
imagine
Oh,
that
it
the
didn't even
broadcast tower in
squeak.
the distance
After
was part
all
of the
that.
local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Working at the coal mine. Just tell me which road I should go down. Angry Gate.
Unnatural shadows clung to the
It's
gate.
the gates of
The
wrath.
darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
It's a poltergate.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Where's the power? What, you expect me to do everything? Yeah, that's fine. Hello, hello. Glad you're creeping. And cooking. I hope it's in that order. Alright, generator's on. Give me just one moment here. I'll be right back. I'm back after just one moment there. Alright, any pages? Something over here. Ah, but it's just a spark from the now active wire.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
It's a bad sign. Can I maneuver this into position ahead of time? You sure can't. No touchies. Alright. Let's attract even more noisy attention to ourselves. Kick it. That'll do. If you're worried about maybe a DIY project around the home, I have a tip for you that you're not going to believe. It's so simple. Get out of here, you poltergate! Nobody cares for your kind of behavior, see? I'll be back to kick you next time you misbehave. It likes it when I talk like that to it. The generator likes it. We have an arrangement. The generator and I. Secret pages? Secret page, boys? No? None to rescue. Alright. Take that, gate. Thought you could scare me with your rattling. Never! How close are we to the radio station now? Ah, no closer at all. Not even a little. We're gonna die in this forest. This... Still don't have a flashlight. Ah! Run away. Here's my flashlight. Hello, sweet child of mine. Get out of here. You phantom fence, you. You're just a bit of undigested beef. Kind of bopping him around with that, yeah. You're just a bit of undigested... Yeah, that works. Make some machinima. Terrible, terrible, like, Homestar Runner era machinima I'm talking about, of course. So we still don't have a gun, but we do now have a flashlight for angry objects. Are you one of them? Announce yourself. That's
It took
the
me a
law.
moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Are you? I guess he's heavily concussed, so that's weird, but sure. Give you a pass on it. So we have an emergency defensive weapon. Hooray. Just see if there's anything in the police report worth listening to. Why am I whispering? I don't know. We're alone out here. It's fine. We can talk as loud as we want. Alright, further into the forest. Here's the part where I always get lost. And there's so many bad guys. No. No. Yes. Oh, come on, guys. That's just rude of you. Heading for the light. I'd love to get there before I'm cleaved. Is that possible? Oh, more flashbangs. Yes, these will fit into my tweeds nicely.
And here's another call.
It's
You're
me.
on KBF
It's Sue, LP.
Pat Maine.
Good to see you there.
Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Milt?
Well, I live near
Tell
the
me.
trailer park, Pat.
What's
and
your
there's a big
darkest
ruckus
fear,
going on over
Milt?
there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going
Bit of a
on?
ruckus, that's his biggest fear.
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's
That made me feel
going on?
very heroic.
Because it's just next door.
Thank you for
There's
humoring
lots
me.
of guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Does sound serious, Milt. Did you report it 10 to 15 minutes ago when you heard these sounds?
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from
Before you called in to us?
Okay, thanks.
Alright, we're back to music. That means it's time to run, run, run. Run for the birches. And hug them gently. That will solidify the bond deep into the afterlife. Yes. We're going across a bridge. So much better to have a flashlight, but also so much worse. I could be attacked now. I just want to just grab this manuscript page and then I'll be out of your hair. Easy peasy, guys. Let's not make a big deal out of this.
Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was
They're always trying to make it not easy peasy.
The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling
Oh,
so
don't
hard
bring
at
me
her
into
face.
this.
She crushed
Don't
the
you
bottom
use
of
me
the
to
soda
hurt
cans onto
Rose.
the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
You could see that in her eyes a little, yeah. Just like I'm gonna be as soon as I hit this resume button and I'm back to being cleaved in the meats. So much of it, too. Here, you enjoy this. Oh, that felt good. Didn't get to see much of it because of the thickery of... The thickery? Yeah, sure. Of the new shrubs. I'm sure there's a better word for that, but here we are. That's... ouch. That's ouch. Come on. Oh, I see another light source up there. It's a police car. Can I steal it? Grand theft me some auto? No? Broken. Hardly worth thefting me this auto. Maybe one more solid blast to the back of me. We'll take care of things here. No! Hey! Alright. I do have... I can't see how many more I have. I have 7 batteries. I don't know how many flashbangs I have because it's behind my broadcast bar. But I see a light. I'm just gonna go for it. Thank you for leaving me be, spirits of the forest. I commend you. No! I spoke too soon. I do not commend you, you son of a bitch. Pardon me. Oh, so much of my health gone with that one rough pickaxing. And there's the rest. Let's see where it puts us. Funny how my jacket does so little to... Aw, all the way back at the beginning of combat. Funny how my jacket does so little to protect against pickaxings. I'd better go grab it again, but... Here we go. Thank you for bearing with me. Pickaxe me once. Shame on me. And the rest of it is also going to be a pretty big shame on me too, so I don't know why I'm framing it this way now. I'll just be a little overzealous with the flashbangs. I'm sure it'll work out for the best. Come on. Don't waste it on 2 guys. You stay back, guys. Oh, is there something at the back of this? Yeah, hey now. I didn't even check last time. Let's throw in those. A little upgrade there, hooray. Or a restock, at least. Okay. Be as free as you'd like with them. It's that time. And probably just the big guy. Don't get cocky, though. Don't think it's just gonna be the big guy. Hey, there you are. You big galoot. Get over here. Oh, that felt good. That looked like it really gave him a sunburn. Oh, we're in. Checkpoint reached. So close. We were so close to it.
I hope
before
May
that
can loan your
last
car to get to the coal mine.
hugely shameful death.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Alright, it's the radio station. We made it.
What do you mean?
There's Pat in there, just having a ball. Try not to blind him, that'd be rude.
I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources.
Delicious. Manuscript pages hiding inside the lights. Being sneaky? No? No. Alright, let's see if dear old Pat here can help us. Our fairy friend. Also known as the Night Owl. Wonder if that's ever gonna come back into play. Watch out for owl imagery in my FBC documents.
The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into it.
Announcing me already. Haven't even had time to say hello, but yes, I'll agree to the interview.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Please protect me from the police. They're confused.
You back away from me! Don't hurt! Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all
I forgot that he's always shouting author names at Alan. That makes me so happy.
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
That's old Pat, our dear friend Pat you just shot. Oh, did you ever think maybe try landing on your feet? Or no, it's just ass always for you, Alan. Is that it? Is that your rule? I want you to blink twice if your rule is ass
I had fallen off
always.
so many cliffs it was ridiculous.
He's facing
That's
away
what
from
you
me.
get
What?
for
How
leaving
rude.
a sudden stop.
What a
It was
rude
probably
man.
good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own
Train.
way to the mine.
I guess it's gonna be, you know, to run down there and then get on that train bridge and cross it and then get to that water. Is that the plan? Fine. But it's a lot of
Gates
walking
stared
is
out
all
the
I'm
studio
saying.
window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. Young man, you almost
Don't
shot
go,
me.
young man.
You don't shoot
I
off rounds
have
at people like
a
that.
request to
What's the
make of
matter
you.
with Nightingale shook his arm free.
I'm rewriting
Reached
it
out,
to be a
his
little
cheeks
saucier.
burned with rage and humiliation.
Oh, thank you for the bits there. I practically missed them. Tiny corgi bits. My very favorite. It's very generous of you. All right, down to the train bridge. Quick march. Get those knees up high. Up, 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 ho. Also run to this generator because that sound... Oh, the sound of the darkness forming physically into bits and pieces. Not the kids' magazine about puzzles. That's a different, non-sponsored thing. I think it's for anybody, really. I mean, adults can enjoy puzzles. Don't you dare tell me that adults can enjoy puzzles. We're finally armed, thank goodness. They've been throwing an awful lot of combat our way for continuing to be unarmed that entire time. Oh, sorry, I'll make my big speeches in the light. Sorry. Okay, so we're going vaguely this way. People will probably be chasing us. We have a revolver. There was also some shotgun ammo there, but no shotgun yet. Keep our eyes peeled for buckshot and buckshot-related opportunities. Never quite get over that silhouette coming out of the woods at you with a machete. Very effective. All right,
There was
clicky,
no
clicky.
sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me. to
Question
use.
it, Alan. The darkness controls the taken. I was beginning to suspect that. There's the shotgun. Those don't last forever. Wish they did. But you can turn them back on, which is probably going to need to happen as soon as I pick this up. Just enjoying the calm before the storm, really. Anyone have any old comics of Night Springs I could read while we're waiting? Alright, shotgun time. Here they come. I knew it. I could sense the tension palpably in the air. Right there. That ought to do it. Okay, back over to the button. Turn on that button. Shotgun out. Wish it was loaded. That would be nice. Alright, back to pistol. You there. How about a checkpoint? Anybody? Anyone feeling hungry for a checkpoint? We could split for the table. Quick. Fine. Be that way. See if there's anything back here for us. They're forming! They're forming from the darkness again. It's the sound. Ah, King of the Pyramid. Something at least. Okay, now I gotta get out of here, because it's genuinely freaking me out. Is that something lit up? Let's check. Manuscript page, perhaps? Reload while we have the chance. Thank you.
The bulldozer's engine roared to
Oh,
life.
this is not gonna
Flying
feel
logs
good.
flew as it fought for traction. It crashed the concrete
Maybe
wall
it already
and
happened.
heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course,
Maybe it's just
it had
going to
no
happen
head
again and
or
again.
eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then it came for me.
Alright. I was curious about literature. Don't punish me for that. Don't punish me with extra guys. Just because I was curious about the literature. I'm so scared for my punishment. Daddy! Sorry, I blacked out for a second there. Did I say anything out loud, or... No? Good. Good. Quick peek behind you, just in case. Never can be sure when it's most necessary. There's the train again, seemingly going the other way now. Yes, this is a page.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole.
Well, your gut's not wrong.
And it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes.
I don't even
when he
know
wanted
why he would
answers.
do that.
Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
In a gruff voice that was very condescending. She couldn't possibly imagine why anyone would flash their own badge. What sort of thrill could that even provide to either party? Your badge is just an inanimate object and you're just there, nude for no reason. She didn't understand it, and that confusion began to consume her from inside out.
Hello?
He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm
It still makes me so angry to listen to these.
I look at you, Alan, and
After the big reveal later.
something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
What big reveal?
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been
Do I?
terrible, but that wasn't the only
Do I
thing
have
that
to be
hadn't been
careful and
right with the
cooperate?
call. She sounded wrong somehow.
Could I be
But she had
reckless?
called me.
Jump back for our supplies. Really wanted to say painting supplies, but that's not quite what they are. It's just a sort of combination of elements. Oh, phthalo blue. I was wrong. That's nice. I'll take that. Yes, please. Oh, item limit reached. Well, then let's fire a few off. Ah! Never mind. Don't fire any off. It's not the time. I heard another friend of yours. A gruffer, deeper-voiced buddy who I greatly distrust. Show yourself, gruff, deep-voiced buddy. Well, this is just making it worse. There you are. You little such and such. You sarsaparilla-drinking, fast-acting, sassy pants. That ought to teach him. Real verbal lashing before the bullets landed. All right, grab these. Now that we have room in our pants pockets. Alright, back on the main path. That was just our fun supplies. Supplies! Thank you for breathing on me, Thomas. I appreciate that. Wake attacked by a possessed
It wrenched
object.
itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
I'll look forward to that. Great. Alright, so I think we came down this way, so we want to head here.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Oh, that'd be very convenient. A little naive of you to expect, but sure, we'll take a gander. That's fine. I've got all night. I've got all night for you, Alan. Just say the word. You know the word. So which one of these objects is going to be the one that fulfills the prophecy of my manuscript pages? You, sir! You dare to think yourself worthy of the prophecy when you are but a mere barrel. A scant barrel in the grand scheme of things, not even fit for mention. And yet we've spent about 2 minutes here pointing the camera at you.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing
Go this way.
stronger, and it was
This way is
taking
fine.
over
I don't have a
everything
problem
in
with
its path.
Alright, back over here maybe? Yeah, it's fine. I trust it. I trust it with my life. Ah, it's you! It's you and you! The round and square twins. Oh, and all of your friends. Okay. Let's try to get behind something that will protect me. Oh, it's... There's nothing that will protect me from this. Come on, batteries. Hold out. Just a little longer. Alright. Thought there was one more I didn't get yet. Yeah, there it is. It's hidden itself to ambush me in the endgame. Okay, that was desperately close to dying. Still might. Shouldn't be that close to dying for a couple of poltergeists, but here we are. Oh, it's the fetid wheelbarrow. How dare it? It's always such a great gameplay mechanic, though, because they go all over the place randomly. So it's a bit of fun. Okay, I can't believe we're alive. Let's try to get to the next checkpoint. That'd be super
I
keen.
slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me
Ow.
to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left. No guilt either. Not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream.
Oh, thank you for the
I had a
health.
smile on my face. It was all
For
that
my
I had
low,
to
low
offer.
health
The
moment.
dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Oh, we're gonna be in a lodge. Great. I can't wait to be in a lodge. That sounds safe.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one
Such
is
as this
safe in a
car
good
here.
horror story.
That worked out
Certainly
well.
not the protagonist. That's what
Ooh, a
makes them fun.
heavy-duty
This was
flashlight.
anything but.
Yes.
The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
It's just about the closest thing you get to a skill upgrade in this game are slightly more potent flashlights as it goes along. Happily take you up on it, thank you. Here's some coffee. Sip, sip. We seem to be getting into the train yard proper. No, I don't want to play baseball. I don't want to play unless you get regulation equipment. Stop. There. Now leave me alone. Let's reload this. And get inside. Hey, I'm inside now. You can't touch me in here, that's the rule. Inside is a safe zone. Oh, so many footsteps and sad times. Good. That went right up him. What? Why would that be good? Why did you say good before that? Oh, no. You never know unless you try it. In the light, you can hurt them. Is that some sort of subtle dig? Oh no, it's just a helpful statement. Okay. I'm very sensitive tonight, I'm sorry. Is that a subtle dig? Oh, I'm sensitive, am I? No radio program? It's true, I really am sensitive. I was really looking forward to the radio program. Oh, made up for it in spades if there's an episode of Night Springs. Let's check it out. Shh.
Shh. Unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion.
We'll blur that out. I'm sorry.
Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an incident.
Alvin Derleth. Now there's a name.
Less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am
It's about as close as it gets, regrettably.
Stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh.
No, just act less creepy.
Let me show you with a kiss.
That's all. Just try your best to be less creepy. Oh, it tastes of... I can't even describe it.
The dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling. Be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
The ripest fruit. The fruit of Nixie Perka. What a wonderful television program. Alright, should we go down there where it's sure to be ambush time as soon as our feet touch the paves? I don't have much of a choice, really.
Surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Oh, that sounds like another visually stunning sequence. I can't wait. Quick scan of the environment. Not seeing coffee anywhere, but there's 2 pickup boxes with extra ammo and such. We'll keep that in mind. Our vehicle just beyond the gate. This should be a sort of, midway point, perhaps? Not getting back up there. I've shattered it with my big fat legs. Take it easy on me because I'm soft. Oh, this is the bulldozer attack sequence. Great. Oh, great. I can't wait for that. Big wheels. Such big scary wheels. Ah! Can turn on a dime, too. Yikes. Not the place to stand. Hopefully it'll be easy with the checkpoint. Yes, good. Not easy, but kind. Alright, we know what we're in for now. Thanks, time viewing. Out of here. This is just a terrible place to be. That didn't take any of you fellas out. Come on. Be honest that it kinda took some of you out. You kinda took some of them out too. Thanks for that. Alright, bulldozer down. Almost got this guy, and who else? You else. You, sir. Alright. Quick restock. This is where they get you again. With the old double punch. Second bulldozer. Oh, you thought you were done. Oh, there's 3 pickup boxes. One was invisible to me. Sometimes you hear multiple sets of footsteps, and it's just nothing. And that's worse than if it was dead silent. Dead silence can be creepy. You should try it sometime. Oh, why? You stop your clanking. Alright. Last box to check, then we're on our way. You have my promise. 3 flares. Oh, I was hoping there'd be some snack cakes. Alright, we're very well stocked. We have a ton of ammo and batteries. Makes me a little bit worried. Well caffeinated too now. And let's see where it wants us to go. Pages. Pages for the poor. No. Pages for the unyielding. Pages for the sorrowful. We could be here all night. We'll get in the car. Oh yeah, I've totally heard that story.
I had never been this
the
glad to
armored
see the
bulldozer.
sunrise. I had a
Isn't
couple
that
of
somewhere
hours to
here
get
in
to the coal mine.
Colorado? I forget the details, but it was very exciting. We have driven to the local coal mine.
Now.
The game resumes here.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Finish. To briefly recap, I think we had met with the kidnapper who was wanting the full manuscript, everything that's going to happen this week, that's currently playing out, in exchange for Alice. And when we got there and spoke with the kidnapper, he realized we did not have the manuscript pages. Alan told him that we need like a week to finish it, that it's not even done, and he gave us 2 days. Then Rose called and said that she has some of the pages of the manuscript, or she has all of them, is what she said. And we met with her, but then we got drugged. We lost that whole day, so that was one of our 2 days with the kidnapper, and then I think I just spent the other day running through the forest like I spent all night running through the forest. So now I have 12 hours, let's call it, until we're in big, big trouble. Quick recap there. So I'm at the coal mine, I think now to meet the kidnapper again, but I don't have any new pages. I guess Alan is just going to wing it, is the plan. And try to throw some fisticuffs. That'll be fun. So I think we can get back in and drive for a while. I'm just getting my bearings here. This is one of those missions that got sidetracked from being more open world.
I'd come to believe that the story in the
Let's
manuscript
take a lovely
was coming
scenic
true. The current
tour.
of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI.
I love this image.
The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Just that little very poignant sign right there. Rough road ahead. Oh, Alan. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry about everything. Oh, it was Granby, yes, absolutely. That makes a certain sense. Having been up to Granby several times. Like, oh yeah, there's an armored bulldozer rolling down the street. That's pretty normal. Okay, anything to pick up here? Not seeing it. If so, little broken bridge. Might be worth checking that side of it up there. Looks like it'll take us around to the right, but we also have a staircase. I think I've said before when we were playing through this that this is sort of a peek at what more of the game was supposed to be during early development. There was supposed to be a lot more exploratory open world segments like this between the various showcase pieces, or whatever you would call them. The big story beats. But all of that is just sort of now hidden in these 2 missions where you actually get to use a car and drive around a bit. Bit of what if.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big...
Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so sorry it's been such a hard day, but have a wonderful evening, and thank you for your time. Hopefully we'll get you again soon.
I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now. Because
I'm so peeved about it all.
I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there.
Fudgin' peeved.
And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble.
No, you're fine, Pat.
You're
Don't
not
worry.
the bad guy here. Godspeed, son.
That's very sweet of you to say.
I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to
Pat,
Dr. Nelson all morning.
you have my loyalty and trust.
Little music.
Alright, it was a worthwhile stopover. My cheeks are just aglow with warmth and understanding. And ferns. Ah, my cheeks aglow with ferns. Back on the road. There may be a manuscript page or a thermos I've missed there in that section, but we'll be back around to find collectibles. Don't want to hold you guys up too terribly much. Especially not on a Saturday when you have flamenco dancing class to get to. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I'm so proud of you. So proud of you for extending your dance knowledge. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Kinda tempted to steal this bad boy. Oh, you're a naughty car, aren't you? You're a bad... Okay, we're moving on. Why is it so high? Do I have to poop so high? Could I... Why? That's going to be a little weird for anyone who's just listening and isn't looking at the screen. How do I explain? It's not important. Yeah, just use your imagination. It's fine.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking
I
about
did,
life
Pat.
and finding that special
I did enjoy that too.
soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
Pat always pegged him
But I think love
as a hopeless romantic.
And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
It's not a sea.
A fisherman has
It's an ocean.
for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that
What pause? I don't know what pause you mean. There was no pause.
encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now,
I'll go for it.
I don't disagree with you
I'll
exactly.
get closer to the
I
radio.
can't really fit that together
If
with
it's
what
gonna
I
be personal.
what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past.
Play skee ball. I'm having a blast.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
That explains why the outhouse is positioned so high. I understand now, Pat. Say no more. Say no more. So you really don't have any coffee up here for me. You treat your guests with this kind of indecency and lack of beanage. I cannot believe it. Ranger Station number 5, 1 star. I'm kidding, of course. 5 stars. I loved the visit. Goodbye for now. Alright, we're stealing this bad, naughty boy. Oh yeah, you've seen a lot of real high... Never mind. We're just gonna move on from it. Let's agree as a group. Can I have your pinky promise that we're all just going to move on from it? Oh man, no. You're holding on to it forever. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Where are my collectibles? Give me episodes of Night Springs. Do do do. Do 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 do. Alan had a bit of a weird existential crisis there on the staircase for half a second.
For Mott,
Mott
spying
on the ferry.
had been a
Must be our
disappointment.
kidnapper.
His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott
Who's
hadn't
your
been
boss,
impressed.
Mott?
He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what
It
he
hurts
saw.
my feelings.
Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
I have like blood and organs and stuff, like a liver and a pancreas, if that's what you're asking, Mott. I don't think you're going to get the chance to dig around inside me. We don't know each other that well. Alright, down to the next building. Along the road and down. Here we go. Oh, I like this car. This car's got what it takes. And it takes what I got, which is about 1 gallon of remaining gasoline. So we might want to be careful. Boop, 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 boop. It's winking at you. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. Special message, just for you. What's the license plate? It looks blank. That's not up to code. Officer! Oh, shoot, I'm wanted by the police. Never mind, officer. Oh, shoot, he's coming anyway. I shouldn't have spoken. What can I learn about coal mining while actively wanted from the police?
In the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
While there were some earlier residents in the area, the true genesis, I don't know. There's like 71 minutes of recorded time and some words behind it. Bright Falls came with the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls coal mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines. Runon lausui. That's not what it says. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. Were rich, but hard to get at. And the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Skate up, but up. Danger. Here are some of the tools they used, including this fancy satchel pouch. Jealous? We know. You're always jealous of miners, aren't you? See, those look at a perfectly normal height. I'm assuming that everything is A-OK with the activity happening here. This seems normal to me. Why on earth would you need like 2 feet of... What are you doing in there that requires such a vault? I don't want to know. Don't answer that. Do not send me DMs.
The night gone and the night wind blowing into the broken studio window. Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah.
That's the phrase I was looking for.
You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
More and more, I'm starting to think the town and everyone in it distrusts Agent Nightingale. And it's good to feel that sort of small-town camaraderie. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity. That's sad. I'm sorry I was making light of it. And all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Sudden stop, was it? Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Train yard. You look safe and lovely and, just so easy to walk through without being attacked by the darkness during this fine bright day of ours. I cannot wait to frolic thusly down the tracks. See you soon.
I didn't want to go outside.
I'm burdened with foreknowledge.
Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
And it didn't smell great in here either, truth be told.
It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Well, there goes my last remaining day. Every time I think it's gonna turn out, every time I get my hopes up.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are.
Whoa.
You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it.
Wants me to find his peaks.
I'll be waiting.
Weird.
I'm through being jerked around by you.
See your wife alive.
Oh, it's getting worse and worse.
Watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
I've locked myself in.
Hello? Hello?
I'm scared.
I'm gonna kill him.
With my bare hands.
I had to get to Moon Peak.
I bought these from a bear shop. Are you ready to go out the door yet? Oh, okay. He wasn't ready yet.
It was close.
It'd be
Maybe
attacked
closer
first.
than ever before.
How about now? Time to go out the door? Or are you gonna scare me again? Oh, okay, you're just gonna keep scaring me. It's fine. Maybe we have to go, this way. Yeah. Down we go. Try not to breathe in too much coal dust. It's very sprousy. Use. I see a button, I think to myself, use that button. I definitely don't think push. That would be weird. Caution. No, no thanks. We're fine. We have enough caution here. Oh, this was going to be so easy to walk through back when it was light out. This was going to be such a nice time. Now look what you've done to it. It's very creaky. I'm scared.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She
Oh,
was
this
young,
is very
vibrant,
saucy
beautiful,
stuff.
full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort,
vibrant
she
was
changed
she?
all that.
Yeah.
Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
That's another, like, role in the grand cosmic scheme of things. Director, writer, poet, muse is almost certainly one of them, and both Cynthia Weaver and Alice Wake. Or Barbara Jagger, rather. I don't know if Cynthia Weaver is technically a muse, the lamp lady. Barbara Jagger was a muse, and Alice Wake is a muse. Another title to keep track of. Oh, full ammo. Great. That's good news. I'm so happy. I'm so happy and carefree. I should have waited on that. Should have waited until right at this moment. What a shame. Alright, back to pistol. Stop that. Don't you throw that. Okay. Naughty, naughty cart. I'm gonna hide behind this railroad equipment. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have nightmares about this for a while. I'm gonna need to speak to a therapist about that cog. Don't know why that was the thing to get me, out of all the things. It had so many teeth. Ah, stop running around on my train cars, you naughty kids. I'm an old man with elbow patches, and what I say goes. It's like a manuscript page there by the ladder. Let's check back here. Real quick. Nothing. Huge waste of everyone's time. Good. Good. Oh, that's not even a manuscript page. Oh, there is something waiting for me. I don't think I want to step into there. That's gonna be a thanks, no thanks from me. Maybe we can shine down from above. Did you guys ever listen to that band? No? Okay. That's fine. Gonna get you. Tickle, tickle with the light. Embrace it. Hey now. Got multiple ticklers down there. Lovely. Huzzah! Whose? You tell me whose. One moment. I don't think that's the phone ringing. No. No, certainly not. I think it's someone else's phone ringing upstairs. Just had to check.
What the hell?
I think I remember reading something about that. Last time I saw it was in a dream I was having on the way to Bright Falls, and now I'm seeing it real with my waking eyes. Oh God. Oh God. That's a long way to walk. Awful lot of lumber in that shed for it to be nothing noteworthy whatsoever, but I think it's nothing noteworthy.
The only way to reach the
I want to go
hillside
this way.
ahead was to go through the building.
However, it
I had
is
to find a way
zappy
to avoid
zappy.
electrocution.
Let's try to figure out why. We'll follow the zappy zappy lines. So there's a lot of explosive canisters. I want to avoid those with my car. That'd be great. And it's all like lit up right now. That seems great. Is that just because the power's on and I'm gonna have to turn it off? Because that seems not great. That handbrake is finally coming in handy, now that I have enough room to maneuver. Alright, last guy. For now. Let's leave this where it can be easily reaccessible, though it's already starting to smoke from bashing around. Try to get a little bit further towards the electric gate once the power's off with it. I'm assuming it's going to be a big poltergeisty affair, though. Those probably do more damage to a vehicle than a take-in does. Not looking forward to it. This is that part in the game where it's like they make you go into a light safe haven. Oh, so much health and extra ammunition, and then they make you decide to turn it off. It's like, no, that's not how this works. You taught me these things. You taught me how to fight the darkness, and now you're... Okay. Let's go counterintuitively. Back in the car. Oh, so quick you wouldn't even believe it. Just right back in, like, did he get in? Yes. But it was pretty quick, so you might not have seen it. So much. Hey there. I want to get rid of just the big guy. Oh, but that poltergeist. Okay, car's broken. I don't care what's happening back there. I have no interest in it whatsoever. Good day. It's always a bit of fun. Okay, who else is gonna geist me? Get it in now. Or forever hold your geist. That didn't sound right to say. I'd like to formally apologize to the good people of the world. Not the bad ones. You know who you are. You know exactly. Ouch! You hit me with canned goods. What kind of a jackass hits a person with canned goods? I still have a full nuclear weapon equipped there. Let's not use that. Let us, in fact, use a shotgun. He got me. Oh, that was close. Really should have had it better loaded. Don't kill me with your throwables. That would be so sad for me. Okay. Anybody have health? Anybody have cake? Alan, you okay? Your jeans are looking a little skinnier around the knees. Is that a metabolism issue, or you're fine? You're fine. Okay. Don't run around in my old creaky house. There was one rule. Do you remember what it is? It's don't run around in my old creaky house. That scares me. This is the police. Open up or you're fired. I assume that's what the police say. I don't really know. There's so much explosives in here. That's not a good... that's not like a, we're going to be safe and fine. That's a bad sign. Oh, there's so much. You just want me to go to that ladder then? Is that what you want? You just want me to... Oh no! I'm so scared. Get it. Yeah, kind of. And pop goes the weasel. Whew. Once again about that keeping everything loaded. Let's consider it. Trust no one in the dark. You can't be sure. You can't be sure it's who you think it is. I think these bad guys are currently just local residents consumed by the darkness. Not necessarily the victims of the coal mine here. Though that would be cool. I wish that was the case. And maybe it is, and I'm completely misunderstanding.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves. But these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Hooray. I love being one of the special people that just gets touched instead of being completely corrupted from the inside out and used like a puppet. Thank you. I mean, both are sounding kind of kinky, though. Tree, I didn't ask for this. You're supposed to be standing straight. You're supposed to be straight up and down. What's the word? What's the word? Vertical. Stop your running around in my creaky mansion. How many times? Alright, we got a power button. Any sort of ritualistic candles I can light and maybe invoke the name of a mirror spirit 3 times? No? Well, then let's just keep making these poor decisions then. Oh, they zapped me. They zapped my gate power. How am I going to make it out now? Oh, you were a little late, so I guess it's going to be fine.
Were standard power company equipment.
You've got a point there. I just know I'm going to step in these trying to escape later, so let's do our homework now. Alright, that's enough homework. Moving ahead. Yeah. Yeah, that's completely terrifying. Your turn. No, not again. You never learn, do you? A little bit close to him there. Oh, that did not know I had a flashbang equipped. I was hoping that would be a normal flare, but it's fine. We're wasting ammo. Okay, died down a little, so is there anything back this way? This is seeming more and more like the appropriate way to go, which makes me curious about the other way to go. Who let Sewell P. out of his dark cave? Well, I'm not sure what you would describe this as otherwise, so I'm not sure if I've been left out. Or let out. I've definitely been left out. Oh, my feelings. But welcome, welcome. It's so nice to see you there. I'm sure the proper authorities will be along to capture me and subdue my hands. Wrists to cheeks, they call it. I'm no stranger to wrists to cheeks, let me tell you. Alright, so we're going that way. Anything on this little structure? Seemingly not. Well then, let's hug this wall. There must be something up here. If I can only get to the right level. Through the many cliffs. That's the way. Spirited jumps. Okay. Really doesn't look like there's anything out there. Pages, coffee, etc. Trying to get a peek in here. Doesn't really look like anything there either. Moving along. Alright, there's some coffee, finally. And ghosts. Ghosts in the forest. Run. Everyone run. Oh, paint. We have an official stash somewhere. The cave is full of bats. Bruce, you're not going to intimidate me like that. I know that you don't actually control the bats. You're just tricking them, using them as a sort of cheap magician's illusion. Come out, Bruce, we can talk. Alfred, you let Bruce speak for himself. Don't you get involved in this. I have no beef with you, Alfred. Oh, hey, guys. That's my favorite thing to see, coming towards me in the mines when it's dark and I'm scared and alone. That's my favorite thing to see in the mines when it's dark. When it's dark. Terrifying. Just, Alright, let's grab this coffee. And then there's a good bit of ammo down there. Hip hip hooray. We got a little excited about it and tried to get at it early. It's not time yet, Alan. You be careful. Alright. Now you can go for it. You can get as excited as you want about it now. Go on. You've earned it. Ooh, goodies, goodies. I have so much revolver ammo, you wouldn't believe it. Bursting out of my jeans.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript.
It's become obvious to us, Alan, yeah.
If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make
a
him talk.
pump-action shotgun, sure. I'll pump it, I don't mind. I don't mind pumping it. This is a big open area with, oh, so many different ways to go. We have our little directional arrow there, but let's check back in this corner. Hi, forest denizens. It's nice to see you there. It hurts so much to see you there. Okay. That's, quite an epilepsy warning there. My apologies. I shouldn't have stared right into it. So, I don't think there's anything there. We'll keep checking along the corners. Little something something, maybe? No? Nothing, nothing. Okay, so we didn't go around to the other side. We sure could. I think this is the way forward now. Yeah, definitely turn it on. Definitely do that. Yeah! Whew. Sorry to get so violent with you, gentlemen. I didn't know what else to do. You're all so beefy, just rushing at me. I got flustered. And anyway, you're dead now, so it's fine.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Definitely good to trod all over the graves. Hi, sir. Ah, we got a... What are these called? Shifters? Something like that. Speedsters. No. Hey now. I don't like it. I got an achievement called Back, Back I Say. It says you used a flare to save your life. Probably did. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Gravekeeper Willie. Oh, come on. One of these days, when I put you back in your right mind by blasting you full of buckshot, you're gonna regret messing around with people like this. Oh, one of these days. Just a little bit more. One more battery's worth ought to do it. Come on now. Run at me. Run at Daddy and make it count. Make it believable. Good. Oh, that was very believable. That was nice. Okay, pistol. Deep breaths. We are exiting the graveyard. Gently unclench and... Hey, Tom. That feels good for my health. Okay. buildings here. We might want to scope them out. This must be part of the abandoned mining
The
town.
place was dead. A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a
I'll
century.
let Alan tell you. Sorry. Hey, guys. You're very excitable. Care to explain? It's the car. It's always been the car. Hey, where'd you go? Bad. Alright, there's another page. How about in here? Nope. Not accessible? Okay. Wake and
Things
Casey.
were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Well, that's just making it worse, Alan. The self-doubt is creeping into your active reality, and you're just... It's gonna be fine. You believe in yourself. If we learned one thing from Dr. Darling, Grey Peak Gorge. Originally founded in 1928, the Grey Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there, a grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Grey Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. Must have been accompanying the volcanic eruption, or around about that time. Coffee in here, perfect. That's what I like to see. Hello? Ghosts? Town? I didn't hear from either one of them. I'm scared. Thank you for these batteries, old burnt-out car. I'm sure they're trustworthy and safe. Okay, not seeing the grand secret my mind desires. By searching every nook and cranny, we're sure to find it. It doesn't exist. Move along. Checkpoint reached. Are there any sweeter words in the English language? That fridge looks very difficult to work with. I don't want to speak to it at parties. You too, drying machine. Oh God, I've angered their friends. That's not a very good thing to hide behind. Find a better thing to hide behind. Huh? How's that plan sound? How's that sound for smarts? Get out of here. Go. Go. Fly, you fool. So close. Alright. Wasted an extra battery, but that ought to do it. Down, boy. Careful now. Don't make me hurt you. I'll do it. I've done it before. It's so rickety. Could I maybe put in a request for some oil? And just a quick structural Survey would be great. Okay, Train. I know how this is gonna go. I know you've seen a lot of difficult human behavior, and that you have some feelings about it, and you'd like to take all of it out on me. I know that that's the case here, and I'd just like to, on behalf of humanity, before we get started with the pummeling my ass, apologize. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna take a step forward here, and you do what you have to do, but I don't think there's any reason for us to take this any further into the next generation. Certainly. I mean, would they even know what they're fighting for in the great locomotive wars? Please think about this as I step closer. I really thought that was going to make a difference. So much for diplomacy. I'm a naive fool, apparently, when it comes to politics. So heavy above me. I hope it doesn't crush my larynx. That was awfully close to my larynx, sir. Good boy. Alright, now the big part. The big part where the guy puts his butt and goes toot toot. What's it called? Where does a guy put his butt and go toot toot? I know there's a word for it. The cab! Oh man, that was gonna drive me crazy. Oh, got an achievement. Iron Horse. For encountering a steam engine. Oh yes, the caboose has to be in there. That has to be the word. Okay. Searching inside. Searching round back.
I needed a key for the door.
Where do you keep the key? Tell me. Is it in the shed? Yes. I missed it earlier when I was searching. How foolish. Alan, do you perhaps need contact lenses? Oh, it's very nice in here. They've got white porcelain mugs and lanterns. Oh, let's stay. Let's stay forever. Or at least for dinner.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle.
It is light of the day, Star.
I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a
pinched his
magic
little
lake,
elbow there.
using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawled back upstairs. I'll borrow these things.
Don't look at me that way,
They
Alan.
ring true. They fit.
Seeing the question in the chat there, have you noticed a lot of differences between the original 360 game, Alan Wake, and this one? It's definitely one of those situations where, like, your imagination takes over, and it always looked this good to me. Like, when I think of, let's play Alan Wake, this is what I imagine. But it obviously does look much, much better than it did. Some of the models are much improved, and some people's what used to be very lifeless eyes now have a certain humanity to them, which is nice. The lighting effects certainly are better, newer, grander. It almost has the effect of making the entire game a little brighter by default. It's just like, it looks better, it's in higher resolution, so it's a little brighter than it used to be. So it doesn't have quite the same dripping with darkness feeling as the original did, is perhaps my only graphical note. But I also have the brightness kicked way the hell up, so I'm contributing to the issue. I want to see things too, so that's not a criticism as much as it's just I should be playing it a little inkier. The one thing I know before we proceed, I do apologize to ramble at you. We were seeing 2 of those QR code things, which originally were there at the very first release of the game. There were these QR codes, and they took you to like a download link for a song and to some blog page, like a Bright Falls video page or something. Now, I have not yet seen the videos, but I did look up what's behind the QR codes. It seems to be new. I want to say they may be duplicates from Control, but they are hotline calls from Alan. They're like those visual telepathic messages Jesse receives from various members of the organization. And then at the end of the game, spoiler alert, at the AWE DLC, she starts to get them from our dear friend, Alan, as well. And so I think the 3 that are in this, we saw 2 of the QR codes, we'll probably see the next QR code, I think it's in the next chapter. They all have 3 new hotline calls, and it's not necessarily new information from what I understand, but it's more delicious Alan flavor. So I'll have to try to find the links and post those in the Discord, maybe? Is the best spot, because being on Xbox, I have no way of showing you those links live here. I'm sure that would be an easy matter if I was streaming with a computer involved. But it is very exciting to think that there might be extra hotline calls from Alan. I got myself so excited I forgot to breathe, and now I'm catching up. I'm so sorry. Alright, where's this paint taken?
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. He
was an imbecile. As much as spelling errors denote such things, I mean, some people are very smart. They just don't care about spelling, and that's fair. Maybe he's one of those people. Maybe I spoke out of turn. Let's not give the kidnapper the benefit of the doubt, though. Let's just shoot him in his butt instead. We should be getting very close to the peak. And I forget what the big finale is. Is it birds? Are you going to attack me with Barry's puffy coat? Sentient coat battle, dear God. Oh, that sounds like birds. Even Alan is just like, oh, birds. It's like a curse now. Come on, birds. Get a little closer so that I may fry you with my weapon of light. Sounds very paladin-y to say it out loud like that. I don't like the feeling. Like someone's going to try to push me through the doorway of a church and I'll start to sizzle. Oh. No going back. Alright. Message received. I picked the wrong group of birds to watch my back about. Get out of here. Oh, that was so close. Yay! Got it. Alright, one more flock. Got them. It looks like a place to be. Filled with an ethereal glow. Oh, so glad you are eating there. Thank you for stopping by. See you next time. And thank you for anyone who's been hanging out or continuing to hang out. It is absolutely lovely to finally spend some time with you today. It's a rougher morning than I hoped. I hoped we could get started a little earlier, but it's all working out now. Let me make sure I'm not way behind on the chat. So sorry. Dr. Strange's cape has had it with you. Yes, it's exactly what I fear Barry's puffy coat is going to turn into. Ah yes, the new textures are certainly helping with the immersion, if you're still around for the answer to that question. I really like the changes they've made. It's very faithful. Okay. We're in a cave. Is that a good sign? Is that something we want to be in? A nice cave for the kids? Exit the silver mine. You know, I sure would like to. What does that say? Tunnels? Alice? Are you down there swimming? Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. Maybe she is down here swimming. Alice? I sure miss you. I'm sorry I was a bit of a jerk. Are you alive? Have you been replaced?
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
And then I realized that was just a stalactite. I would watch where I was going more carefully in future. Well, that sure sounds like her. Hey!
Alice?
Is this the end of the game? Did I find you?
Alice?
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Cauldron Lake is just playing tricks on me again. Alright. Hunters
The
taken.
hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the
Burly.
woods. They were feeling
Rippling.
good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night.
And did I mention rippling?
As they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Well, that sounds terrible. I'm sorry, Hunters. I'm sorry that happened, and then you had to deal with me besmirching your character on this comedy stream. That's really a rough way to go out. Alright, back onto the progress path now. I think we're getting close to the end. After we get ourselves out of the mine here. And we're coming up on just about 2 hours, so hopefully that'll work out well. I really do appreciate all your time this session, though. And we're not done yet. Oh, there is darkness yet to suffer. Hello? Smells like suffering down here. And it's so slippery. I don't care for it. Nightingale in the Majestic.
The closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel. Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
I wish. That seems to be one of the things. As I mentioned earlier, there was some budgetary changes. The game was supposed to be more open world, and there was supposed to be many more story sequences, one of which would have taken place at the Majestic, which is the motel FBI agent Nightingale is staying in. And he would have had a bit of an expanded role. It's a crying shame we don't get to see it. Alright. I was just about to say, that looks like the way out, and it's nice to see daylight. That's gone. That's been taken from me, and we're dead. We're gonna die here. That's how life goes sometimes. 1 minute everything's fine, you're chatting with your friends, the next minute, dead in a silver mine. Alright, you. Alright, beefcake. What can I do for you? No. I refuse. I refuse to engage in your hammery. Da-na-na-na. Na-na. Can't touch this. I engaged in it. I'm sorry. I made a promise and then I reneged. That was dreadful of me. Alright, was there any side passage, or should we just go where they came from? Let's check back here. I think that's our only option. Alright. Back to revolver. We'll make sure it's loaded. Ooh, ha, ooh. Coffee. Alright. So we have that way, and we have a little peak up here. With nothing. Good. That makes it easy. Alright. That looks like the way we're going. Some sort of environmental puzzle.
In order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Oh, do you think? Maybe? It could, Alan? Do you think we're going to have to use the machinery? Oh, that sounds very smart. You're a big boy for thinking of that, Alan. I'm very proud of you. Up we go. Thank you very much for the subscription. That's so kind of you. It turns out Alan will be the town hero for stopping a band of poachers who were killing off the daytime birds. They were later blamed for the deaths of the shadow birds. Oh no. Alright. Assuming I could get over there. Is that worthwhile? Must be. Alright, we have a ladder. And let's put this up all the way. Assuming that's where we'll need it. Nothing over there. Thrilling ladder climb, Alan. We're very proud of you. Okay, I must need to get across to that side and then fully up, jumping back down. Lower this just a bit. That makes sense. Oh, and thank you for the bits, too. That is so kind. Are you trying to set off... Oh, no, you're trying to set off a hype train. How dare you? This is like a heist, but it's hype instead. It's different. Alright, I can climb up there now, which means I can jump down and switch it to how we originally had it, and then climb up this way. Hooray. Let's do that. It should be fine. And back up here. That is very, very kind of you to try to get the hype going. Okay. Closer than ever to freedom, he can practically taste the ions in the atmosphere of our sweet Mother Earth. But not yet. It's still mostly just canary feathers. There they are. There's the ions of the outside world. God, that smells good. Should we go down? Should we go up? Let's try up. Curious. What's up here? A manuscript. manuscript page. Goodness me. And a lovely overlook.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor
No success there.
and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
It sounds very dark. I'm beginning to worry. And after we just avoided hammer time, Anything else worthwhile up here? Can pyramids? No? Cans of any kind at all? Any kind of cans. I'll take... Damn it all. What a lack of cans. Alright, then I'm headed down. A little too roughly, apparently. With a great velocity, I am headed down. Birds again? I'm too old for this. Don't you understand how that works, birds? Okay, activating the generator. That'll give me a little health, and looks like it's bringing the cart along.
Oh, great.
That's what it's called, right? A cart? Sure. Last time I got in one of these, it didn't go so well. And birds were also attacking me at that point, so the future does not appear to be changing from the past. Nasty little birds. I know you're coming. I can hear you. Don't rock the boat. Oh, don't rock the boat, baby. Don't tip the boat. Don't tip the boat over. Dissipate, foul fiends. Okay, they're both gone. That can only be good news, right? Is it good news? I would really like it to be. Oh, watch out, Alan. Ah, yeah, that worked out pretty well. That was nice. I wouldn't take my kids on this ride, but I also wouldn't have any kids, so it kind of works out that way. Disgruntled writers from New York don't have kids. I could have real easily walked about 2 steps forward and... what a mistake that would have been. Okay. Hey, train car, somebody doesn't want me to go this way. I wonder why. Could it be that I'm getting ever closer to the truth? Okay, here's where I should have ended up. Volcan pyramid. Wow. That's gonna haunt me forever. I don't know whose fault it was exactly, but I'll be haunted by it. It's fine. I won't blame Alan for this. Oh, don't you spawn. Don't you spawn in from the darkness. Nobody wants that. Alright, moving right along. Cauldron Lake. What can we learn? The 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake, formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. It's always so sad. There were casualties. Cauldron Lake. It's just nobody remembers them. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folk tales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. Hello there, so nice to see you as well. I am hanging in there. Glad to catch you for an adventure here. Seems we have a bridge. It looks sturdy, and as though it can be trusted with my darkest secrets. Bridge, get ready to hear some shit. Okay. I trust it. I'm fine. Oh, cutscene, though. That's not good news. Hey, everybody. There you go. That'll feel good. No. Anyone else? Should be alright. I thought I heard a little bit of Tom breathing for a second there. Yeah, there is some paint. Make sure we follow that. Off this way, into the cave, it seems. Or into the rocks. There. Oh, okay. I'll trust you. We have pretty good ammo stores. I still don't remember how this ends. There must be some sort of combat to it, but I can only recall, like, the ending cutscene.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark.
Thank you so much for the gift subs. That's so nice of you.
It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn. But there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
So at this point in the story, we're still not exactly sure what happened, and if there's any truth to the kidnapping tale we're being told. But from this manuscript page, we can now know that he's just as confused about where Alice went as anyone. He was waiting at our cabins, presumably to get in contact with or actually kidnap Alice to have leverage over Alan. And we'll find out why next episode. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but it seems like at this point the kidnapping story is starting to fall apart because Mott does not know where we are. And if he did, I would believe that he might have kidnapped Alice, but it doesn't add up. Continuing our jaunt up the cliff face, cross the mountain ruins. Nice. You're getting very good at that, Alan. It's very attractive. Someone's broken the cellar door. It's got a big hole in it. Let's finish the job. Cynthia Weaver and Thomas Zane. That's interesting, because the other heart we saw... I'm just now realizing this is a one-way trip. Oh, goodness, no. Oh, no. The other heart we saw was Barbara Jagger and Thomas Zane. Tom, you talk to me on TV. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom, Tom, Tom. Oh, yeah. I curse you, Thomas Zane. Oh, it's been a long trip for old Cynthia. Dear Cynthia. Definitely feels like an ambush. It's just around the river bend. What with all the creaking and ammo stock. Sure. Why not? Why not? That's some guys. Alright. Going up the stairs. Try to get the high ground on them. Hey, they got the high ground on me. There's one batch. You guys coming up? You batching it? One more. Oh, he's a big guy. Oh, two big guys. Let's splurge. We've earned it. Aww. Wish that had been more effective the first time, but still a successful splurge. Make sure I don't need any of this now. That we've wasted and wasted. Alright. Moving on. Make sure we're all loaded up again. Perfect. Alright. Headed around. Hoping I can make this gap. And so, we have crossed the mountain ruins. What a thrill.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Let's go find that boat. I'm gonna beat Mott to death with my bare hands.
I was close now. I had to
Just
get
because
there
it's
fast.
very frustrating.
I dreaded what I would find.
Wake. Excuse me. Wakes up in the
I tried
lodge.
to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place.
Dr. Emil
My
Hartman.
arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it.
I hate to be reassured.
Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you
Is
stay
that what we're
calm.
calling it?
We don't want you to have another episode.
Attempted
I'm
murder.
a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Oh, is that what you want me to believe, Emil? You want me to believe this is all in my head, don't you? But once again, we'll get to that next episode.
Hey, you! Wake! Hey, I'm here!
Yeah, it's me, you sack of I mean, you friend of mine, buddy, pal.
Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with.
He's being attacked by a lady.
I swear, I didn't know.
I gotta get down there and stop this lady violence.
I don't know where she is. She's probably drowned.
Oh, if only I had more stamina.
Make 'em play ball. You see? They get 'em writing for us.
We just said we had her to get him to play ball. You never had Alice, did you? You It's not worth it. That's not a great sound. Oh, hell yeah. Don't you love it when a moment on the page comes together and it's just so cinematic and great? Well, I'm reconnected to the darkness of the lake now. It's definitely filling all of my ear pores, whispering foul, dark, dark things at me. So ends episode 3. We will be back to wake up in the lodge next time.
I'm hunted by the law.
Let's just get through this, though, while we're
Are
here.
you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting.
Recap for all of us.
I was told that Alice had been kidnapped.
Thank you guys again for your time. I'm so grateful for so much of it. I love this game. It's such a pleasure to be playing it with you.
Before it attacked me.
And I love that flare scene. Oh, coming down from the mountain.
Alan.
We'll be back for episode 4.
Alice.
Which starts thusly.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock.
Likely story.
Triggered a mental illness.
No, you're...
Well, that all makes sense
suffering
in a
from
certain
various
twisted sort of way.
symptoms undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Never. I shall grip it until the end.
I felt groggy.
All right. We'll be back. Thank you again for all of your time. Thank you for the gift subs and the bits, etc., etc. And thank you, too, for sponsoring our time through Alan Wake here. Oh, dear sponsor of mine. How dare you, Magia? I will see you guys very, very soon. Hopefully tomorrow for episode 4. Episode 4? Yeah. I almost forgot where we were. And I cannot wait. It's the Lodge episode. A lot of good things in there. I think the final QR code is hidden somewhere in that level. I will try to watch those at some point and confirm whether there's any new information within. I cannot wait. Thank you guys again for your time. I will see you soonish. Bye for now.